It's time for me to harvest and restart this worm bucket because these worms are due for some new worm bedding. So enjoy that video! Well, hello. Here's my worm bucket. It has European night crawlers in it, and the castings are due to be harvested by looking at them. And why you want to do this is because you want your worms to have some fresh bedding. So what I'm going to do is take all these worms out of here and pour them into another container and get the worms out of these castings. So while I'm at, let's see what's on the bottom of this worm bucket system. There's some castings and stuff down there as well, which I will add to my other bucket too. A container with that I'm applying the worms into. So let me take these worms out of here and put them into my black tote and get these other worms out of the bottom of this. And I'm going to restart this unit with some fresh bedding. I went ahead and gave this unit a quick rinse down. I added new newspaper on the bottom, just in case worms get down there, it's damp. I'm going to put my tray back in. I'm going to add the new bedding, which is going to be shredded cardboard, new shredded newspaper, some egg cartons. I'm going to continue to do this and add another layer of bedding on top. And then after that, I'm going to give them some grit, which will be some grounded up eggshells. There they go, some ground up eggshells for some grit. And now what I'm going to do is get the worms out of my other holding unit so I can add them back into the bin. So we'll be taking the worms out of here. So let me go ahead and get down to business with that step. With this worm bucket, just be careful how much you give them if it's a vegetable with a lot of moisture in it, because a lot of your moisture will go to the bottom of the system. I'm going to put some spinach right there. Give them a few tomatoes. Break them open just a little bit so they can get in there. Small piece of watermelon, which I'm going to wrap up just a little bit to help a little bit with the moisture. So put that just like this. Got the watermelon, they got the spinach, they got the few tomatoes. This unit, it can hold a lot of worms for being the size it is. These are the worms that I harvested out of the system. So there is a nice amount of worms in this worm bucket. So this is definitely a good unit if you have just a single family. I'd say a 1 person to about 2 people, give or take. Which is a good system. And now let's look at the worm castings, and I'll give you some quick feedback on that. But let me, before I forget, let me just add the cover sheet on top to let my worms go night-night. So I'll just throw this on top. Make them happy. So now let's take a quick peek at these worm castings. But I have to say, the castings from this system are really nice. They are nice consistency. They're nice and flaky, just like your mom's homemade buttermilk biscuits. You can use this as is, straight in your garden bed. There's a few worms in there that I will take out. But the reason you want to try to keep your worm castings nice and moist is because sometimes there's worms and eggs in there and it helps them to survive. But you could also have them dry and just add water because the microbes are still in there. But that's a huge debate. I prefer to have my worm castings nice and moist. Some people like to store them dry, but here's another video to learn more about how to store your worm castings. If you like what you're hearing from me, subscribe. If you're interested in a worm bucket, click on the link below. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day. Bye.